Hey, my foodies and my cuties. It's your favorite home cook, Chef Boy RV, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with BTV. All right. Okay. Hey, my foodies and my cuties. It's your favorite home cook, Chef Boy RV. So I told you guys earlier in the week on my live that I am kind of just eating vegetarian this week. And I can't even call it vegetarian. I can't even call it pescatarian because it's not just fish and chicken. I'm eating really no meat, but I am using like bacon and prosciutto, however you say that Italian word. Using that to kind of season my vegetables, but I am just making vegetable dishes this week. And God knows for how long, just until I get my quarantine pounds off. Well, at least this week until Sunday, because Sunday I am hanging out with family. So during family time, I will be eating meat, I'm quite sure. So tonight's dish is going to be some okra. So it's going to be okra and tomatoes, you guys. So I have my veggies in the sink. I've been soaking them all day to wash them off. So I have some grape tomatoes that I'm going to use. See here, my grape tomatoes. I have orange and I have orange and red grape tomatoes. I'm going to put those in there. And I'm going to cut them in half. Have them. But in the pan, I started out with some fresh garlic. I just sliced my garlic. I didn't mince it. Or I just sliced it kind of. And then I also have bacon. I have a red onion. And then I have a sweet onion to give it kind of a sweet taste. So I'm going to put a few tomatoes in here with this before I put my okra in. But I love making this. So my aunt in Louisiana made this when we went to visit her, and I fell in love with it. And so I reached out to her, matter of fact, a few weeks ago, and she told me how to make it. So I think for the last couple of weeks I've ate it multiple times. And so in this variation, you could put sausage, you could put shrimp, you could put any other ingredients you like, any other meat that you like. But for me, I'm just doing the veggies. So just the okra and the tomatoes, and then the onion, the two onion, the garlic, and I'm also going to put a pepper in here because I want it to be a little bit spicy. Just a little hint. And it's not even a jalapeno that I'm going to use. I have a new pepper, one of the peppers that I showed you guys on my live, and in my veggies. In my produce run that I went on the other day, I showed you guys some new vegetables that I found at Central Market. So it was pretty exciting. I think it was Damon who responded on one of my social media posts that the Romanesco, one of the new vegetables that I picked up, was fun to look at. And I thought so too. It's pretty like alienistic looking, if that's even a word. If that's even a word, that's what it looks like. So I'm kind of just sauteing that. I won't put my seasoning on until I get all of my okra chopped up in there. And I have the heat on fairly low. I'm actually going to take it down a little bit lower until I get all my okra chopped up in here. But I love okra. Fried okra and greens, okra and peas. Okra and everything. Like everything. I just love okra. Ever since I was a kid, my grandparents in Wichita. So every summer I would go to Wichita and visit my grandparents, and they had a garden in their backyard, and the okra plants would be huge. So then, even as a kid, I ate a lot of okra. So I grew to love okra, whereas a lot of people don't. And it's crazy because most people say they hate okra, but when they have my greens, They're like, oh girl, I would have never thought, like, I hate okra, but your greens and okra is so good. So I get that a lot. And I don't know, I guess I'm just good at what I do. Hey. But okay, I'm just about done cutting up this okra, and then lastly I'm gonna add my pepper. Show you guys my new little pepper that Central Market had, that this is my first encounter with. But when I looked at the pepper chart, it said that this, I'm gonna put some more tomatoes in that also, because I have a lot of okra, but not so many tomatoes. So I'm gonna add some more tomatoes. Let's see. But I should have got my pepper while I was over there. Ooh, this is gonna be enough for today and tomorrow. I wonder how mushrooms would be with this. Okra, tomatoes, and mushrooms. What y'all think? Well, y'all won't. I can't respond because it's not live. It's a video. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more tomato to that. And then I'm gonna season it heartily. So I did not pick up any fresh basil while I was at the store this week because I have been getting basil and I don't use fresh basil often. So of course, before I can use it again, the basil is old. And so I need to learn how to dry my basil so I can use, so I can use it for later. But I don't know how, so I'm gonna get with somebody and learn to do that. Okay, so I am gonna put some dried basil because I love the taste of basil. Let me pick up this tomato, y'all, before I slide on it. That hopped out the pan. And then I'm going to put a little bit of paprika, have smoked paprika. Just a little bit of paprika there. I'm going to use a little bit of onion powder. And I use onion powder and garlic powder, even though I put fresh garlic and onion in it, just because I love the flavors so much. So much. I'm going to add a bit of pepper, just a little bit, because remember I'm going to add that. The pepper I got from the garden. And I'm going to put a little bit of rosemary. Just a little bit of rosemary, you guys. Just a little bit. Rosemary is a pretty strong herb. Ooh. All right. Alright, so I'm going to wipe off my stove. Ooh, y'all know this irritates the life out of me. Irritates my whole soul. Alright. Now I'm going to get my pepper. I thought about putting yellow peppers and red peppers. I said, I don't think so. So this pepper is a cubanella pepper. Cubanella pepper. It's yellow. It's not as hot as a jalapeno. So it's going to be just a slight heat. So I'm going to slice some of this up in here. Turn my fire up now that I got all my veggies in there so I can go ahead and cook. I feel like I want to put some jalapeno in there too, though. Or maybe a little bit of serrano. Yeah, I'm going to slice a little bit of serrano in it. I'm going to chop this pepper up. I've never had this pepper before. It's my first time even seeing it. And so I think what I'm going to start doing is with my, in the summertime with my salsa, I'm going to start experimenting with the different peppers they have in the store. Well, actually all year round. So now that I found a grocery store with a variety of produce at different times of the year, I think I'm gonna take and make use of that. Look at that, blending so nicely and well together. So I'm only gonna put a little bit of that pepper in there. I'm gonna save some for my other dishes this week, you guys. But I do have some serrano pepper that I'm going to add to it. Oh, I got some jalapeno pepper too. I did just buy some jalapenos. But I'm gonna add serrano. Kick it up just a notch. I usually have peppers. And I'm just gonna slice the serrano because I'm gonna use half of it. It's pretty big. So I'm gonna slice this. Try to slice it really, really thin. Ooh, it smells so good, y'all. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because this smells divine. It smells so good. Oh, look at me making a mess. Well, you guys didn't see it. Alright, I'm going to let that sit and simmer for a little bit, and I will come back and show you guys the finished product. Alright, you guys, so my vegetables have blended well together. They have cooked down. Look at that. Look at the colors. So delicious, so delicious. So here's the finished product. I'm going to plate it, and I'll show you guys in just a second. All right, you guys, so here is the finished product. So there's actually no way to make this look pretty, but I tell you guys, it is really, really, really delicious. So this actually would be a really good side for a meal. Maybe some fried chicken or a meatloaf, but tonight it is Chef V's dinner. It's my din-din, my full complete din-din. So again, if you didn't catch the beginning of the video, this is okra, tomatoes, bacon, red onion, sweet onion, and there is a cubanella pepper and a serrano pepper with fresh garlic. All right, you guys. Oh, and the seasonings were dried basil, onion powder, garlic powder, light pepper, and there was rosemary, smoked paprika, and just a teeny tad bit of Himalayan salt. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Cooking with BTV. I'm your favorite host, Chef Boyard B. I'm out, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Cooking with BTV. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cooking with BTV.
Follow me on IG, chefboyard_B. Thumbs up, like, share my videos, and I'll see you next time.